Take a look at question 16.5 from the reading. It asks us for the pH of the solution when you mix and add 0.02 moles of sodium hydroxide to a 0.1 liter solution of 0.1 molar HCl, assuming that there's no change in volume of this. And so to figure out this solution and the pH of this solution, we have to realize it's an acid-base reaction. It's a neutralization reaction, right? I'm adding sodium hydroxide to HCl, and the product of that reaction is going to be water and a salt, the salt being sodium chloride. So to find out the pH of the solution, we have to take a look and find the concentration of sodium hydroxide and compare that to the concentration of HCl to determine how much sodium hydroxide is going to react with how much HCl. Based on what's left over, right, that'll determine the pH of this solution. So we have moles, but we need concentration. So I've got 0.02 moles of sodium hydroxide, and I add that to a 0.1 liter solution, right? We're trying to find concentration, which is moles per liter. To see that we actually have, after we add that sodium hydroxide, we'd have a 0.2 molar solution of sodium hydroxide. Now, if we take a look at our acid-base reaction, if I have 0.2 molar sodium hydroxide and I add that to 0.1 molar HCl, you can see that in this neutralization reaction, we are going to cancel out all of the HCl. Because we have excess of the base, we have excess sodium hydroxide. So we have 0.1 molar HCl, right? After that reaction takes place, we're essentially going to have 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide left. Now we can find the pH of this solution because we have a concentration of hydroxide. Hydroxide being a strong base, we can find the pH directly from the concentration of hydroxide. So we'll start with POH because we have a hydroxide concentration. So POH is the negative log of hydroxide concentration. The POH of this solution is the negative log of 0.1 because my concentration of sodium hydroxide equals my concentration of hydroxide because it's a strong base. So the POH of this solution, the negative log of 0.1, is 1. Now to find the pH of this solution, right, pH plus POH equals 14. So my pH of this solution is going to equal 14 minus 1, right? The pH of this solution is equal to 13. That makes sense because we have a base, we have a strong base, sodium hydroxide, and 0.1 molar of that. So yes, our pH should be well above a pH of 7.